It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Takes this about 5 yards deep. They had no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the two winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle, 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these two, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Davante Adams and Aaron Jones who beat the Seahawks 28-23. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Love from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw will be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
They begin with a quick throw out left. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the screen. Check three. Tight go. Clear. Watch the shit. Watch
From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Mark that. Check three. He's cracked.
Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Don't get nervous. Man left. Everyone got 4. 4 down. Go guys, 4 down. Come on.
From the gun, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Love. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Man, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Ready? 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. One flip. 97's the mic. I'm coming.
From the gun, Wilson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, D. Four left. 20, seal that. Seal that. Seal that. Focus, defense, focus.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Number 12.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time.
22.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Blair on the
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Love. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
at their own 10.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Check. Crunch. 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 14.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny.
Wilson.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Come on, let's go. 97's the mic. Go. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see it. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Shit. Hey, zero. Watch the run.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
This is fielded at the 27. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Love now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. The shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first two possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Reload. 97's the mic. Rip left. 97.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, they set up the screen to Penny. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
This is out quickly to the right. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And the Packers are in for the score.
to number 86. Touchdown, Green Bay.
After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Seahawks.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch the edge. 14. Hold
From the gun, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Yeah,
you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4. Alert 3, alert 1 left, 1 left. Check.
Operating from the gun. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Yeah, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Go, 4 down. Spot that. You can't block me. Undercrush. Check. Brody.
Throwing again. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Metcalf once again the target, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. I'm scared. Move, team.
Again, Wilson rolling to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Go. Go. Hey, 97's the mic. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 on the Seahawks 30.
Now a second down throw for Love here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 25. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check 24. Good. Check. Mark 20.
They begin with a run by Penny. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Let's go. Let's get there. Rush it.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Lucky.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Check. He's coming. We got it. Shit. Go. One pass. 97's the mic.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught by Penny. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
97's the mic.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Another try for Penny, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny taking it in. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
and again this time to the tailback.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, Love to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Love's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third down and 5 yards to go.
The Packers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Love from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On first down, Wilson leaves it for Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Rashad Penny. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Check 26, check 26.
Again, it's Penny. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 38. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Penny. Got some real estate inside the 30 and down to the 19-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
One left. Hey, 0. 52.
Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down. Right.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. On second down, here's Penny. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
97's the mic. I'm coming after you. Hey, smash. 19 tight. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creep. Free. Out.
Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love, they go play action now. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 36 yards.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 8-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
And goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
On the deep ball. He was
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now